I woke up before you in the total darkness. Early morning, I could hear the wind in the trees. And I was looking for the light to bring you out from the shadows, redefine you now for only me. And honey, I'm sure that you've been in love before. Plenty of men have held high places in your eyes. Jealousy has got no use for me. The past is beautiful like the darkness between the fireflies. And I was driving fast up through the Appalachians. I could see the world go out below me in the sun. Hey, you should know by now, someone's always been there long before you. You're never gonna be the only one. And honey, I'm sure that you've been in love before. And plenty of men have held high places in your eyes. Jealousy has got no use for me. The past is beautiful like the darkness between the fireflies. Beautiful like the darkness between the fireflies. Honey, I'm sure that you've been in love before. And plenty of men have held high places in your eyes. Jealousy has got no use for me. The past is beautiful like the darkness between the fireflies. Beautiful like the darkness between the fireflies. Thank you. Just let the disc play. This is a song to give you hope. I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a song to give you hope. When you say, honey, I'm afraid to sleep at night, sleep at night. Honey, I'm afraid to sleep at night, sleep at night. Well, I wish I had my arms around you. This is a song to give you hope. And just let this thing surround you. This is a song to give you hope. When you say, honey, I'm afraid to sleep at night, sleep at night. Honey, I'm afraid to leave tonight, well, leave tonight. I said, go on, go on. I said, I love you truly, so go on and get a jump on the finer things. This is a song to give you hope. You never know what the past will bring you. This is a song to give you hope. When you say, honey, I'm afraid to sleep at night, sleep at night. Honey, I'm afraid to leave tonight. Well, leave tonight. I said, go, go on, go, go on. I said, I love you truly, so go, go on. 40 miles south of Monterey in the San Lucia Hills. The sunshine shone me to sleep, and I dreamt I was alive. I sang myself a song, it went, know what you know. Stay when you stay, and go when you go. And I call it intuition. Flowers bloom and hummingbirds fly. Yes, I call it intuition. It gets me by. Sailing on the silver ship out to the open, lonely, and realizing that our friendship's been broken. And the funny thing to me is how quickly it slips away and leaves you thinking of the things that were never spoken. And you know loving me is not enough. I know future is as future does. Sailing on a silver ship out to the open, lonely, and realizing that our friendship's been broken. And the funny thing to me is how quickly it slips away and leaves you longing for the things that were never spoken. And you know loving me is not enough. And I know future is as future does.
Well, I grew up, I was a hard rock and heavy metal kid, and I would play electric guitar, and I started as a guitar player, and my dad would always be like, okay, well, you ever think about playing acoustic guitar? And I'm like, why would I ever want to play acoustic guitar? And then eventually, for my birthday, he got me an acoustic guitar, and then people started saying, hey, your lyrics are actually pretty good. And I'd say, well, I've been singing the same kind of lyrics for years, but I don't think they could hear it because the guitar was too loud, and I was shredding too loud. So once I played the acoustic guitar, all the people started liking my lyrics and my songs more, and I just gravitated towards that style more, just because it was like connecting more with the people. And I mean, I still love the hard rock and heavy metal, but I think that just more my calling is lyric-based stuff. So
it's been nice seeing Bob Dylan back in the the public eye more with that movie that came out last year. And I was thinking about Bob a lot lately with this next song I'm writing or I'm going to play. It's a song I wrote in Minnesota. Actually, people always say, musicians often say, I had to get that guitar because there's songs inside that guitar. I could just tell if I would buy that guitar, there's going to be songs inside that guitar, which is true for me for sure. Or pianos, certain instruments have different songs in there. And I think the same thing is true for land, you know, just places that you are have different kind of songs in them. And this next song actually, I was going through kind of a big life change about 8 years ago, and you know, Bob Dylan and his family invited me. I didn't have a place to live at the time, so they invited me to live out on Bob's land in Minnesota, and so I went out there and lived there for a month, and it was just beautiful. And I was walking. They had like old growth woods, and there's a river that went through there, and I was staying in this little guest house, and I would just go for walks in the morning and try to get my head on straight, and then I'd come back and there was a table and a chair, and I would just sit down and work on the songs and try to make sense out of what was going on in my life. And you know, sometimes I write songs that are it might take me days to write it or years to write certain songs, but this one morning I came back, I'd been walking all morning, I came back and I sat down and I basically just played this song straight through. It was like I was listening to it instead of writing it. And so I kind of feel like this is a song, it's a gift. It felt like a gift from Bob's land. So I thought I'd play it tonight. It's a song called Race You to the Light. Maybe we'll be together when the sun disappears in a house we've been building for 100 million years. And you could be my little sister, you could be my mother too. Oh, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light. Yeah, I'll meet you at the corner, 'cause my folks are in a fight. Yeah, I'll meet you at the corner, and we'll tear across the hill. No, I'm not feeling quite right, but I wanna see you still. Yeah, I always wanna see you, 'cause you look inside my pain, and you cup it with your hands, and you call it by its name. Then you bury it between us in the dirt beneath our feet, and we grow from it together like a weeping willow tree. Maybe we'll watch together as the stars write our names from a raft we've been building out of hailstones and flames. And I could be your little brother, I could be your father too. Whoa, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light. Yeah, I'll meet you at the hideout where the sticks are leaning tall, where the night is growing darker, but we don't feel scared at all, 'cause my arms are wrapped around you with your face against my neck. We know magic doesn't happen without patience and respect, and the halls have all blown open and the truth is running free. There ain't nothing in this world more alive than you and me. There ain't nothing in this world more alive than you and me. There ain't no one in this world more in love than you and me. More in love than you and me. More in love than you and me. I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light, I'll race you to the light. Yeah, I'll meet you at the corner, 'cause my folks are in a fight. I'll race you to the light, 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 I'll race you to the light. I'll love you every morning, every afternoon and night. I will race you to the light, I will race you to the light. A few years back, a friend of mine, he was a filmmaker. He had done like a bunch of music video stuff for like the White Stripes and all these different bands that I liked. And he called me up and he's like, I'm working on a movie, and it's a camping movie. And you would think, like, being from Minnesota, I'd grew up camping. Well, I didn't. I'd never been camping in my life, you know. So I was like, oh, you want me to be part of this movie? He's like, yeah, we should come camping with me, and then you could like feel out the movie and maybe write some music. And so I was like, yes, you know, okay, I'll do this. And then I'm like, well, where are we going? Somewhere around here? And he's like, no, we're going to Patagonia. We're going to Patagonia, Chile. I was like, oh, no, you know, that's my first time camping. Okay, cool. How long are we going? He's like, probably like 8 to 10 days. I'm like, oh, man, okay, sounds good. See you soon. So then I went right to REI, and I was like, I need help. I'm going camping for the first time. I need everything. And the lady's like, oh, so where are you going? You car camping? I'm like, no, I'm going to Patagonia, Chile. She's like, yeah, right. So where are you going? Like car camping? It's like, no, I need everything. So she's like, oh, okay. So what turns out, we're hanging out around the first night around a fire, and they're asking me to play some music, and it's like 12 guys. And so I asked my friend Emmett, I'm like, who are these guys? And he goes like, well, the guy beside you is Yvon Chouinard. He started Patagonia, the company. I was like, okay. He's like, beside him is Doug Tompkins. He started North Face. I was like, I've heard of North Face. I just bought half a North Face. I have a jacket. And he's like, yeah, the guy beside him is Rick Ridgway. Have you heard of Indiana Jones? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, they based Indiana Jones on Rick. So I was like, okay, cool. And it just kept going. It's like, this guy Jimmy Chin, he makes all these movies like Free Solo, and it's like, hey, Jimmy, didn't you just climb K2? And I was like, what's K2? Like the tallest mountain. Yeah, Jimmy climbed it and then had skis on his back and just put the skis on and just skied down the other side. Right, Jimmy? And Jimmy's like, didn't say anything. Yep. It's like, okay, cool. So this is a song I wrote for the end of the movie. It's a song called Machines, and the movie's 180 degrees south. Will you remember me the way I was when I was free, an open book that we could read together? Or will I haunt your dreams, a mockingbird with broken wings, a burned out barn, an empty swing forever? And time turns and then it flies, a lullaby of lullabies, a smiling girl with crying eyes, forget her. Moonlight upon her face, a storybook of empty space where you and I feel out of place together. Will we remember this the way it was, or how it is, what we love or what we miss forever? Or will we turn loose at last the schools of thought from nets we've cast, and let our boats go sailing past untethered? One fine morning, the machines are gonna cut us down. One fine morning, the machines are gonna cut us down.
Yeah, so the Paramount was built in 1929. It was a first-run movie theater when it first opened. There used to be another movie theater in its place called the Park Theatre. That one was built in 1919, and then it was torn down by a tornado in 1928. So the Paramount was built on the Park Theatre's foundation and ran as a first-run movie house until 1975. So the building itself finally went on the National Register of Historic Places in 1986. And then from there, a group of dedicated volunteers took up the project of restoring this place to be a proper theater once again. And that is how Austin Area Arts was formed. And from there was the amazing restoration process to get it back to looking like the Spanish villa under the stars, the atmospheric theater that we all know and love today. Over the past 10 years, there's been many needs of the building that have been identified. That's kind of what brought us to our project today. Main focuses of it being remedying accessibility issues of our building, improving the patron experience and the performer experience overall. My favorite part for me about this remodel is being able to open up our doors for any event we have and knowing that we are equipped to handle anybody's needs that come in the building now.
Get 'em up, get your shoulders up, get your backbone straight, keep an empty cup, put your axe in the wood, get your focus fixed, keep your body in the ring, gotta take some licks, and let it all come back to you, all the memories which she put you through, bring it up to the light, put it in a frame, hang it out in the open where the children play. Let it sting your eyes and clamp your chest. Lead with love and embrace the rest. Embrace the demons with all their claws. Embrace this life with all its scars. How can I forgive of you? Things you said you'd never do. Words you said you'd never say. Darling, how we lose our way in the wilderness, just trying our best to stay free. At an empty space on the edge of town, you had us meet on neutral ground. Your coat was gray, your eyes are blue, my arms and hands ache for you. My stolen train, my flock of birds, when your lips said those words, trees went black, angels fell, armies burned the carousel. Say you didn't mean a thing, say you're coming home again, up the river of regret. Say you ain't seen nothing yet. How can I forgive of you? Things you said you'd never do, words you said you'd never say. Darling, how we lose our way in the wilderness, just trying our best to stay free. And all the expectations we put upon ourselves to be things our parents never were. How could we have been so sure in the wilderness, just trying our best to stay free?
My newest album is called Magnifier, and it came out on Loose Groove Records. It's been out for about 2 months now, and it's a very minimalist record. I live on a lake in Minnesota, and I recorded it all just in my house on the lake. It was co-produced by Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam, whose label is, he runs Loose Groove, and so he and I got, whittled down the songs, and it kept getting smaller and smaller and more minimal. So I'm very excited about it because I really like minimalist music. So it's just guitar, piano, and vocals, and yeah, it came out in June.
I watch you from across the room. Don't change, don't change. All of this will be gone too soon. Don't change, don't change. Don't grow old, don't go far. Just stay here right where you are. I watch you with your sleepy face. Don't change, don't change. You make my life such a perfect place. Don't change, don't change. Don't disappear like everything else. You're something different, just be yourself. Don't change, don't change. I won't let this world take you from me. It can have all the rest, it can have it for free. I watch you in the evening light. Don't change, don't change. How could things have ever turned out this right? Don't change, don't change. Not every story has to end how they say. Love is a mystery, let's keep it that way. Don't change, don't change. Don't change, don't change. Thank you. Well, my son likes that song. My wife, she says she likes the love songs, but I know her favorites are the darker songs, She says she doesn't have favorites, but then she's always asking me if I'm playing certain songs that night. She's like, "You playing that one?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know." She's like this next song, I was going to play it because she's always like, "Are you going to play The Mountain tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't have drums tonight." And she's like, "That sounds like an excuse." I was like, "Okay, fair enough. I'll play your song." So this is my wife's unofficial favorite song. She won't tell me it's her favorite, but I can tell because she asks me every night if I'm going to play it. So. I was waking late the other night. There was a bird trapped in my heart. I tried to open up and let it out before it tore my chest apart. I tossed and turned, I prayed for it to stop. I scratched my face and tore my sheets. But I was way too late, my heart was gone. And in its place, these bird wings beat. I was wakened from a day-to-day dream. There was a bird trapped in my mind. I tried to open up and let it out, but there was no use in trying. And where I once had a head full of thoughts of happiness and daily things, there is only strange darkness now. And in the darkness this bird sings. I'm coming down the mountain. I've been coming for some time. I'm coming down the mountain, and this whole dark valley is mine. I've been dreaming of you since the day you were born. Oh, ballerina, where have you gone? I've been dreaming of you, honey, where have you gone? Thanks. So yeah, my wife likes the darker ones. That's definitely, you can definitely tell in that song that I grew up a heavy metal kid and a grunge guitar player, you know. Actually, I'm in a rock band actually now, which is so fun for me. I've been in a band for about 10 years called Painted Shield, and I'm lucky enough that the guitar player is Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam. And so as a kid that grew up in the 90s, just that blowing my mind. Plus the drummer is Matt Chamberlain who's played with, he came to fame because he was on the Wallflowers records and with Fiona Apple, played on The Criminal, and then right now he's out with Paul Simon. So it's a pretty fun band, and I'm just the singer. And every time I try to grab a guitar, they're like, "Just put your guitar down," Like I'm like, "Well, I don't know what to do with my hands," Like I don't know what to do. So I'm learning how to hold the microphone stand, and so we've put out 3 records already. Actually, it's Painted Shield 1, 2, and 3. So they're streaming if you want to check them out, and it's neat because I'm just the vocalist, and I told when I first started working with Stone, I was like, we should call Stone Mason. He's like, or not. He didn't even answer me. He's just like, next name. I was like, what the hell? I took the train up from Illinois. I was following through on a letter you sent. I always feared that you'd be true, honey, true to yourself to the bitter end. It just kinda happened, or so she says. She was drinking and lonely, you know the rest. And he meant nothing, he was happenstance. She says she loves me still and wants a second chance. But I don't wanna be together, I don't wanna be apart. I don't want none of this love for you, honey, deep, deep down in my heart. Where's my golden crown that you took and passed it around? There's no telling what a man might do with a life like this when it all falls through. 'Cause I don't wanna be together, I don't wanna be apart. I don't want none of this love for you, honey, deep, deep down in my heart. You were my dream come true. Can't you see what you put me through? The love that tears me apart still beats deep, deep down in my heart. Deep, deep, deep down in my heart.
Yeah, my whole family's musically inclined. My dad is an amazing singer, and my mom was a singer too. And then both my brothers played guitar, and we were just always competing with songwriting. And our house was very, very musical and very loud. There's a lot of rock music, and it was just definitely like an escalation of like who could be the loudest, who could play the most. And it was definitely, it was funny because I go to other people's houses and there's no music, people aren't playing music in the house, or don't know how to play instruments. And my whole family, my brothers, and especially my brothers, we know how to play all the different instruments. So it was kind of like always people coming in and out, jamming in different ways. So it was definitely a home thing.
Raindrops on the kitchen floor, and the curtain is blowing where the window's open. Your arms wrapped around my neck, and the kitchen sink is just overflowing. On top of this crazy world, there's a perfect face, and I finally see it. One dream in these dreamless times, you need a beacon of hope, and I want to be it. And you know that it's true. This heart was made for you. You know that it's true. This heart was made for you. Rest stop on a good road trip, I recognize you in an instant from a rolling distance. Walking out into a grove of trees, and the love that I feel is just overwhelming. Spring flower by a singing stream, and the secret to the thing is let nothing divide us. One boat on an open sea, it's just you and me and our hearts to guide us. And you know that it's true. This heart was made for you. You know that it's true. This heart was made for you. How am I gonna live forever? Promise me you will. Call it off the age of reason, there's no more time to kill. Show me, show me. Raindrops on the kitchen floor and the smell of pines comes slowly drifting. I stood here so many times, but your hand in mine makes it feel so different. And you know that it's true. This heart was made for you. You know that it's true. This heart was made for you. You know that it's true. This heart was made for you. Oh, yes, for you. Thank you. Don't you know, baby, I'm a leading man. I dig down deep when I say I love you, and I can hold my own with the best of them. I guarantee you, you will never see nothing like this again. California, I hope that it wakes you from all of the darkness I couldn't break through, 'cause I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you. Don't you know that I did the things I could? I rubbed your back when you were sleeping, but all along, baby, it was understood that you were leaving. Absolutely, since the very first day we met. California, I hope that it wakes you from all of the darkness I couldn't break through, 'cause I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you like I miss the ocean when I go to sleep. Man, it's gonna break my heart. Don't you know, baby, I'm a leading man. I dig down deep when I say I love you, and I can hold my own with the best of them. I guarantee you, you will never see nothing like this again. California, I hope that it wakes you from all of the darkness I couldn't break through, 'cause I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you, I'm gonna miss you like I miss the ocean when I go to sleep, like I miss the ocean when I go to sleep. Man, it's gonna break my heart.
Mostly I just love playing in theaters. I love venues that are dedicated for music rather than for partying or drinking and stuff. So it's really nice to play theaters because I tell a lot of stories on stage, and I like to, have there be silence, because I think half of music is silence. And, but it's also fun. I mean, I've opened for a lot of bigger acts. I was on tour with Jack Johnson, and we played for, every night was 30,000 people, and that was crazy. And I've toured with a lot of different bands like that, and in the cities, I often play theaters like the State Theater, where we've sold out that place, or played double nights at First Avenue in the cities. We did that for many years, and that was really fun, because the energy is so fun. But at this age in my life, I'm 50 now, I really, really like the theaters for the storytelling part.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much again for coming out tonight. It's been a real pleasure being here. This theater turned out amazing. The renovation is so beautiful. Thank you for having me. I wasn't able to bring any of my albums or T-shirts and stuff tonight, but I do have them all on Instagram. You can order them; they deliver quick and stuff. Also, I'm a painter. I'm always doing paintings, and there's a bunch of paintings on there if anybody's interested. And thanks so much for all your support, and thanks for coming out to see a guy sing some songs. So I really, really appreciate it. Spinning your umbrella over your head. You should be in bed, but you're here instead. Walking with me towards a midnight swim. I can give you, baby, what you can't get from him. Songbirds singing in an old dead tree. The way you drive, honey, scares the hell out of me. 100 miles an hour on a brand new road. Look at me again, you'll make my heart explode. Hey, hey, little fighter girl, it's you and me up against this whole wide world. Sleeping together in the lion's den. Got your earrings in my pocket till I see you again. Clouds roll by, laying up on the hill. Everything is still, do you think we will? If we do, there'll be no turning back. If we don't, well, there's no chance of that. Hey, hey, little fighter girl, it's you and me up against this whole wide world. Sleeping together in the lion's den. Got your earrings in my pocket till I see you again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, kiss me, keep on kissing me. Come on, kiss me, keep on kissing me. Cars in the distance, a bicycle bell. Dogs are barking as the kingdom fell. And in its place stood a golden town where people walk without touching the ground. Hey, hey, little fighter girl, it's you and me now against this whole wide world. Sleeping together in the lion's den. Baby, I can't sleep at all until I see you again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, kiss me, keep on kissing me. Come on, kiss me, keep on kissing me. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you so much. Want to hear a couple more? Okay. What would you like to hear? Look at me now, I'm all dressed up in your words today. Do you think about me? What do you think about me? And if it comes down, it's still about the sweet little things you say. After all that I've run from, did you come from? Butterfly, baby, I still have my doubts about you, cuz butterfly, cuz I can't find nothing bad about you, and butterfly, you mess me up, you make my heart double beat, and butterfly, I don't know how this you got inside of me, but you're in there now, oh you're in there now, you're in there now. You made me yours with your lovely cures. And life is life, I don't know why does it do things like this. After all that I've come from, you're the woman I should run from. Butterfly, baby, I still have my doubts about you, cuz butterfly, cuz I can't find nothing bad about you, and butterfly, you mess me up, you make my heart double beat, and butterfly, I don't know how this you got inside of me. It was bound to happen and it happened today. Life turned to us to say, I'm about to go your way. And it's a simple situation now that we became us. There ain't no rush on the happiness bus. And it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the rest of fun days from now on until the very end. Never gonna spend another day without you again. Here's the proof, I'm telling the truth. And it's oh yes, my oh my, the earth shakes when you walk by. It's a fairy tale that we made true. I can't believe that I found you. And it's oh yes, my oh my, people turn and look when we walk by. It's a big fat love we feel in our hearts. We're keeping it real. Now the sun is going down over our troubled times. We could free our minds and leave it all behind. It's a common stipulation that there ain't no hope, but there's a tire swing, baby, on the end of our rope. And it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the rest of fun days from now on until the very end. Never gonna spend another day without you again. Here's the proof, I'm telling the truth. And it's oh yes, my oh my, the earth shakes when you walk by. It's a fairy tale that we made true. I can't believe that I found you. And it's oh yes, my oh my, people turn and look when we walk by. It's a big fat love we feel in our hearts. We're keeping it real. Yes, in our hearts, we're keeping it real. In our hearts, we're keeping it real. In our hearts, we're keeping it real. Well, thank you again so much for coming. gonna do one more. After all this useless fighting, after all our schemes, we could sense a final battle and started picking teams. And due to lack of good direction, I fell in with thieves and took to drinking as religion and landed on my knees. And truth that starts as understanding finds you in the night. It circles all around the ceiling, a frightened bird in flight. And after spending hours beneath it, everything comes clear. Truth will pose no danger to you. What haunts you now is fear. And somewhere in our ever after, telephone still ring. Somewhere in our future journals, love still means something. I have learned a mighty lesson from this change of plans. Loss is brutal, I can't stand it, I wonder how you can. And all the while there's dogs are barking, streets are talking, out my window, out the light, and the snow is flaking, hearts are breaking, words are making a mess out of these thoughts I'm thinking. Boats keep sinking, it's drown or keep drinking. And if this darkness came from light, then light can come from darkness, I guess. If this darkness came from light, then light will come from darkness, I guess. Thank you so much.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.